Book TV is asking, what are you reading?
Actually, I just finished this week reading Hellgate by Linda Fairstein. It's a murder mystery set in New York City, specifically at Gracie Mansion where the mayor lives. I read it somewhat for escapism. Also, there was a lot of New York history there, and I was actually having dinner at Gracie Mansion with Mayor Bloomberg last week, so I wanted to find out where I could carry out a murder if I had to. The other
Book TV is asking, what are you reading?
Actually, I just finished this week reading Hellgate by Linda Fairstein. It's a murder mystery set in New York City, specifically at Gracie Mansion where the mayor lives. I read it somewhat for escapism. Also, there was a lot of New York history there, and I was actually having dinner at Gracie Mansion with Mayor Bloomberg last week, so I wanted to find out where I could carry out a murder if I had to. The other book, which I'd started and I'm getting back to now, is The Promise by Jonathan Alter, about President Obama's first year in office. I obviously have some strong differences with President Obama, but this is an historic term. Jonathan Alter, again, I would have some differences with him, even though he's a friend of mine. But again, I find the book very interesting to read. It's good to get that perspective from the inside out, basically, of the Obama administration and the ups and downs of the first year. Then also The Lion by Nelson DeMille. Actually, Nelson sent me a copy of the book last week, so I have to read that. But I'm particularly interested in it because it's going to involve a terrorist plot in New York City, and the hero of the book, or the star of the book, is a former NYPD detective. So again, I'm being on Homeland Security Committee and the Intelligence Committee, and coming from a district where so many people were killed on September 11th, it'll be both interesting, informative, and also a bit of an escape. And of course, Nelson DeMille is a terrific writer. I'm also reading Courting Disaster by Mark Thiessen, which is a very detailed critique of the Obama administration, and I think serious mistakes they're making as far as the war on terrorism, on interrogations, Guantanamo. And then the other one is Toughing It Out in Afghanistan by Michael O'Hanlon. It's a short book, I think 140, 150 pages. But obviously Afghanistan is going to be the issue, I believe, from now till next year at the very least, with General Petraeus there. I'm supporting the president's policy in Afghanistan, but I'm trying to read as much about it as I possibly can. I also just finished a book. I'm just finishing a book, Learning to Govern. It's a local New York book by Peter Vallone, the former city council speaker. To me, it's good to get some grounding in local politics. And then one other book, it's been sitting there. It's 50 years old, about Cardinal Spellman by I think it's Robert Gannon. And reading that just brings me back to when I was in Catholic high school and Catholic college. And other than that, whatever books I can grab when I go in a bookstore. I'm still one of those guys who enjoys walking around a bookstore, and if I can pick up a good baseball book, I'll do that. But don't tell anybody, because it's total escapism.
For schedule information and descriptions of our programs, log on to booktv.org. You can click on the Viewer Input tab and email us. Tell us what you're reading and what you think of our programs.